What makes me want to turn in an assignment on time is the fear of disappointing my teammates. I don't like the repercussions that come along with turning in something late, or I don't enjoy the panicked phone calls when somebody is trying to get hold of something and it was my responsibility to get it done and turned in. I don't like the anxiety and I don't like the blame. Are my grades reflected of my knowledge? I would say in high school I was a strong B student. In college, early on, I slipped a bit, but then later on in my college career, I did really well grade wise. Um, I've never really felt that my grades were truly reflective of my knowledge. I felt that oftentimes the grades were testing some abstract, kind of separate from the real world um, thing. I don't know how to describe it. I've always been very confident in my own knowledge of things. I know what I know, and I know what I don't know. And when I come across something that I don't know, I'm smart enough to go find somebody who knows more about it than I do. So, um, to some extent, grades are reflective, but for me, in my experience, they haven't been the most reflective. What makes me want to learn? I have a natural sense of curiosity. I have always been that kid wanting to know how things work, why things are the way they are. I've always been, somebody to take something apart completely and put it back together again just to see if I could. I've always had that drive. I think that came from really early on. My parents reading with me a lot and teaching me. And then, how does it feel to fail an assignment? I will talk about the one time, well, the couple of times I failed math. I'm an English teacher. I do not like math. But I remember failing algebra in my freshman year of high school, and I just remember being absolutely devastated. It was the first time I'd ever failed anything, and I went home and I was crying and I was upset. But the comfort that my mother gave me, she said, "It's gonna be okay. We're gonna work through this. It's doable." That really made me feel a lot better. So that initial feeling of failure is terrible, but knowing that you can overcome and that somebody's going to be there to help you is just it's the most important thing in the world.